We are still on that issue between Duduzile, Zuma and Floyd SHIVAMBU. I am telling you, no one slept. If they did at all, they just took a nap this morning. They posted until Kanakoya Baloi. So I'm going to first read the last post that were posted by Duduzile in the early hours of this morning. Somebody posted and said, "You touch Floyd SHIVAMBU, you touch us. We are not here to nurse anyone's feelings. Ours is to liberate our people, and no one will stop us." And Duduzile, Zuma quoted that and said, "You go touch yourself then." You see, Sada. She was unhinged. I said, I wonder what happened. Honestly, I'm beginning to be curious of what happened between the two of them, because they looked like they were getting along. Even though there were rumors, news were making rounds that all is not hunky-dory in there. She was even accused by Jabulani, the video clip that I'm still going to share, that she's causing havoc within the MK. And she also posted, "They will expel me tomorrow. It is well with my soul. Okusalayo, Floyd is useless." So she has accepted her fate in advance that she would be expelled from Umkhonto weSizwe. So Umkhonto weSizwe issued a statement through the post that was posted by Floyd, the letter signed by former President Jacob Zuma, the now president of MK. I am not going to be reading everything, guys, but I'm just going to read the first part of it. But I'm just going to let you know what is contained in that letter or statement, whatever you call it, that was put out by Floyd. It is said that is coming from former President Jacob Zuma. So former President Jacob Zuma finds himself in a position whereby he has to discipline his beloved daughter, because they have a very close relationship, because an organization like Umkhonto weSizwe cannot be belonging to a family, cannot be showing favors because somebody is family. Umkhonto weSizwe is a party of the people, regardless of how you feel about Umkhonto weSizwe. It has people that support it, it has people that believe in it, it has the masses of the people that follow that party, that see the good in the party. Yes, of course, not everyone can see the good in Umkhonto weSizwe party, but there are those South Africans that look at Umkhonto weSizwe party and say this is a party that is capable of doing the things that we desire or things that we need as South Africans. So for that, MK has to be respected. And I'm going to read the first part of this. MK Office of the President Media Statement, 11th February 2025. Umkhonto weSizwe Party statement on the ex-post of MK member Commander Duduzile Zuma. The Umkhonto weSizwe Party acknowledges the recent public post on X made by MK member Commander Umkhonto weSizwe, Commander Duduzile Zuma. These posts are insulting towards the Secretary General of Umkhonto weSizwe Party, constituting a direct violation of the party's disciplinary code of conduct. Now, this it continues to read that Duduzile has to make a public apology to Floyd, that's one, and also apologize to the structures that she is leading, and failing to do so might lead to her expulsion. Honestly, those are the things that are coming out from MK. The MK is not pleased. They are calling this unacceptable, denigrating, and not in line with the with the discipline that is expected from MK. It works against the principles and values of MK. So now former President Jacob Zuma and the president of MK finds himself in a very tough position, because it is no secret that he loves Duduzile so much, and they've been doing this together. So I think Dudu has allowed emotions to get the best of her. So anyway, we are going to read. This article came out in 2024, if I'm not mistaken. It's an article from 2024. And they said that DUDU is causing havoc in there. This is an article that was made by Sunday World, and I think it was last year, around November or so, if I'm not mistaken, but it was in 2024. And many people did not believe it. Even me, I looked at this and was like, no, it is one of those things that they lie just to push the news and stuff like that. So I did not take it into my head that this is actually happening. Even when Jabulani came out, I'm still going to share that video clip of Jabulani speaking about the same issue of DUDU causing havoc within MK. Even when Jabulani came out to say so, I was like, when they take something that you have built, you are allowed to be bitter and be bleeding on everyone until you heal. I took it as one of those things of somebody that is in a healing process, because Bamubetile Castina, more parting high, you see. I thought those were one of those things. But anyway, guys, just as a reminder, let me play you now that video of Jabulani Khumalo.
Because he believes and that's it. This organization angiregistrelanga u-enricha ifamily ethile ngayiregistela ukubhekelela izinkinga zabantu bonke base-South Africa ukuthi bakhululeke. Namhlanje we've been told ukuthi iqembu lakaZuma leli, and everyone ofanele kwi-position must be umuntu wakwaZuma. It can never be. We discussed this thing now. You can't allow abantu bakini besibongo sakho bagcwale organization. Right now, that's what is happening. And bona esebesitshela ukuthi what to do, especially lengane. Now neqoqana elithile, it's not all abantu bakwaZuma, bakhona abanye esenzana nabo kahle enabayifule into ezakalayo, but they can't say anything because you can't tell uNamalala anything wrong enziwe lengane. Once you do that, you become an enemy. That is our problem. Otherwise, if lengane ayikho organization ingabe siyaphambili. Abantu emphakathini, amalunga omkhonto amanye awekho happy because of lengane. Okay. No matter what good uNamalala kwenzayo, but ingane yakhe iyajika ikwenza kube yitephu.
And to be exact, this article came out 2024 July on the 6th, and this was new. And I remember this time, I don't know what confused me to make me think it was in November, because it was a time when the hype of MK was up there after the havoc that they've caused against the ANC, reducing the ANC close to 40%, and they were feeling good. And for such news to come out, and I assumed that, it's because Jabulani Khumalo was upset, and I was like, he's allowed to be feeling the way he is feeling. I did not believe a thing that was said there. I understood that there are some truths in what Jabulani Khumalo was saying about him founding the MK and whatnot, but I did not believe that DUDU was causing havoc, honestly, truly speaking. So now, looking at the people's comments, and this one shared a post that was came out from the account that was allegedly belonging to former President Jacob Zuma. I remember that account. I still saw it. I don't know whether it's his, because you know what happens with X. Said, whoever going to go be here pupushinkezo iwalibheke umoya sengathi bakhona abazoyikhotha imbenge yomini. I remember very well. This is the post that I remember very well. It was when things were hectic and Cyril Ramaphosa was going through the most. So they posted this. There's another post that said, and that's now it's but something like that. And this one posted and said, Duduzile was caught, was chowing people's money with Tobani Zuma and Sfiso Zuma. Now she is angry at those who caught her. Why isn't she removed from deployment? So this comment says that Duduzile was caught doing something wrong in there. Now, who caught her? Is it Floyd? Somebody tell me something. And this one says, Umkhonto ukwaza ekhaya. So there are a lot of things that are going on, man. I wonder how this day is going to end. I'm talking about today now. Are we going to see more posts? Are we going to see an apology? If DUDU issues an apology, how is that going to affect the relations within MK? Because now it is clear that there are divisions in the MK. These are the signs. So because there are people that are supporting DUDU, there are those. If you remember, there's a video that I posted before this whole thing. That video talked about a letter that was written by a Malahleni branch by Mxolisi Mthethwa, if I'm not mistaken, and they addressed it to DUDU. And people were asking why the protocol is not being followed, the proper protocol. Why is the letter going to DUDU? So for me now, it shows that, and that letter was complaining about Floyd SHIVAMBU. Do you remember? Hey, guys. So now people are asking, why is the letter going to DUDU? And now DUDU comes out on X to say, Floyd SHIVAMBU is Mafikizolo, and calling Floyd all sorts of those names and telling him to F off. And the same letter that was addressed to her was complaining about Floyd SHIVAMBU and his incompetence. And she also says that Floyd SHIVAMBU is useless. So there is some sort of connection there. And now you ask yourself, how much of that division is there within MK? Who's supporting DUDU? Or rather, if they are not supporting DUDU, how many people are against Floyd SHIVAMBU that don't even support Duduzile's actions? So it just does not look good for MK right now with all these things that are happening. It looks like they don't have unity, that's one. And this is a party that is pushing for black unity, and they themselves, they don't have unity within their own organization. And number two, it says that there are factions, serious factions in there. But anyway, guys, as I said, I don't know much in politics, and I'm looking forward to reading your comments in the comment section regarding this, so that you can educate me and get or maybe share more information on MK. I'm looking forward to be reading those. Sometimes I don't really get the time to read all the comments. I might just react only, or maybe just to show, to acknowledge that I saw, maybe read your comment, but I just didn't get the time to respond. Anyway, guys, ndiyabulela kakhulu ngokubukela video zam, and xa nifumana ixesha ndicela nibukele i-ads zam in full, and that really goes a long way. Ndiyabulela kakhulu, nibe nosuku olumnandi.